What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, in today's video, I want to go over Render and what its price is doing because things have been looking absolutely gnarly over the last few days, and I want to update you on what exactly is happening. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Now, looking at Render here, what we can see is that its price has absolutely been sending. I mean, from bottom to top, we are currently looking at, what is that, an 82% gainer. Since, of course, our last video, this bad boy is up a smooth 43%, putting us up quite decently. Now, I actually told you all in the last video 10 days ago, a little bit over 2 weeks ago, as Render's price was starting to make this chop right here, I said, look, I think Render's looking for a pump. I just bought more. And I talked about the fact that Render was quite simply just too far from its trend. I said, I think that there is an extremely high chance that Render's price returns to this trend way before the intersection point. And so, of course, because of that, I think it's kind of a lock that Render is going to go up. It was very basic. It's not like there's nothing special about that. It was quite simply just saying, look, I think Render's going to return to trend, and that's what we're still betting on. Now, what we can see here is, of course, from there, Render has put in some absolutely amazing moves, and I want to update you with exactly why this pump is happening and what I'm expecting next. And so with that said, let's look at it. So, of course, the primary reason as to why Render is pumping right now is due to the fact that NVIDIA's Q2 earnings are coming out on Wednesday. Now, the reason why this is important is, of course, Render is an AI coin, and NVIDIA is the leader of the AI sector. So of course, if NVIDIA is doing well, if earnings are going well, if people are anticipating good things coming from that, then of course we're going to see that ripple and flow through the rest of the, of course, AI market, right? Any of your AI coins should do well. The issue is that if NVIDIA comes out with bad earnings, we're probably going to see this thing pull back, and we're probably going to see this thing start to maybe not crash, but I would expect some type of, bam to the downside, some type of capitulation. And so, of course, because of that, people are just anticipating and they're speculating that things will be good, which is why we are seeing Render's price going towards the upside. Now, there are some more technical implications from this as well. One thing that I did notice is Render did put in your beautiful cup and handle, or some people have been calling this an Adam and Eve as well. I saw it on both Render and Solana currently. You call it what you may, but as you can see here, we did get some bullish structure that did form here, in which you can see this structure right here, cup and handle, Adam and Eve, don't care what you want to call it whatever you like. But what you can do is you can take the distance from the bottom of the cup or the bottom of the atom and bring it all the way up to this breakout line here, which is the key point of resistance. You apply it to the top side, and what that does is it gives you your breakout target. This is generally the level in which your price is going to go up to off of this structure before starting to cool back. And although we haven't gotten to it exactly, we are getting incredibly close to the top side of that breakout structure. And historically, what that means is that usually around this point in time, you will start to see things cool down. And so the fact that we are starting to see Render's price get closer and closer to its breakout target as we do approach Wednesday could entail that this beautiful pump that has been on could slow down sometime soon and may not really continue to rip to the upside like this. And it may be even a decent time to take a little bit of profit off the table if you were looking to just trade this like normal, right? Not particularly if you're doing a long-term dollar cost average like I did, but if you are more in the short term, this is probably a decent time to start slowly taking some profit off the table. Now, currently speaking, I am still holding my position, and I think I'm going to continue to do so. I am a little tempted to take some profit off the table just because I know that there is a risk of this thing pulling back, especially if earnings comes back like mid or not so good. But at the end of the day, I am still full of conviction that Render's price is going to reach back towards this trend line at some given point. Look, it's right here. I had to move it for that drawing. But look, I think that there's still a rather strong chance that we're going to see that happen. It would shock me if we don't see Render's price reach back up towards this trend at some given point way sooner than December 17th of 2024, and that's still breaking even. And so because of that, personally speaking, I am still holding on to it just to kind of see what happens. And I'm aware maybe we're going to do something like this and pull back, and then maybe we try to go towards upside, and the gains might not be spectacular, but I don't really care all too much because at the end of the day, I still do believe in Render long term, and I guess there's a chance that earnings come back good and this thing continues upward. So why would I sell now if I do have long-term conviction? And so personally speaking, that is all I'm doing, kind of just sitting back and watching. I'm definitely not buying any right now. I'm definitely not selling all of it, kind of just in a position where I'd either take a little bit of profit off the table on a short-term trade, or I just leave my long-term trade alone, still expecting and hoping that we do reach up towards trend before December 14th. And so, of course, because of that, guys, that's the quick update for the day for what Render's price is doing and what I'm doing as well. Leave me a comment down below. Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you holding? Are you longing? Are you shorting? What's your game plan for Render right now? I would love to hear it down there, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.